Hello everyone, and today we are here to talk to Regina Byrne from Monaghan Integrated Development. Regina is going to tell us about the Meals on Wheels service that she is involved in running, how it came to be set up, and what people might do if they're thinking about getting involved as Meals on Wheels volunteers. Hi Regina.
Hi Sinead, how are you?
Thanks for joining us today, Regina. First of all, would you tell us a little bit about how Monaghan Integrated Development came to set up a Meals on Wheels service?
We set up the Meals on Wheels service, Sinead, earlier on this year, and we set it up as a response to COVID. We found that there was no Meals on Wheels service in Carrickmacross for Carrickmacross and the surrounding area. And in light of COVID and wanting people to have access to food, nutritious food that was affordable, we decided that we would set it up. So we began in April of this year.
Very good. And is it going well so far?
It's going extremely well. And I suppose there's a number of factors, Sinead, for that. One being we have a pool of fantastic volunteers and we're looking for volunteers. And they go out day in, day out and deliver to our clients. Word of mouth also has meant that it's expanding on an ongoing basis. So we're continually receiving referrals for new people to come on board and get the service from us.
And who is the service for? What sort of people make use of Meals on Wheels?
That's a very good question, Sinead. The service is for older people, and the older people tend to be living alone or with no family support network around them and not being able to access transport in their own right, so not being able to get in and out of town. We've had cocooners in light of restrictions. When they eased, the cocooners left, but we've 19 people on a daily basis getting hot meals delivery from us 7 days a week.
7 days a week. That's really
7 days
impressive.
a week.
Oh my goodness. Because I know some of the other Meals on Wheels services don't run on weekends, so that's something special that your service is delivering.
It is special, and I suppose it is demanding to keep that level of service up. But the benefit of it is because our meals are hot and they're being delivered daily. We said we'd continue over the weekend because the people we are delivering to, as I said, don't have a family support network around. So what would they do on a Saturday and Sunday? And we have volunteers that volunteer with us over the weekend who maybe are perhaps in employment during the week but still want to get involved and deliver for us on a Saturday and Sunday.
Excellent. That sounds really impressive. So what would a typical volunteering shift look like for one of your volunteers? What do they do when they turn up?
Oh, when they turn up, when they have come on board, the first day will be kind of an induction day. Now, they would previously have spoken with me as well. They will go to the provider. We have a local retailer in Carrickmacross that provides the meals. So the meals are all packed and they're hot and all with each person's name. So the volunteer goes into that retail shop and they collect the meals. We have different runs, Sinead, in Carrickmacross, but on average, each volunteer is delivering 7 meals a day. So you go in and you collect your meals. You have insulated bags provided by us in Monaghan Integrated Development to keep the meals hot. And then you go on the route and you deliver to the 7 people on that route. And usually we keep the route the same because the volunteers get familiar with the clients get familiar with the volunteers, and that encourages that wee bit of social interaction, which, to be honest, Sinead, in a lot of cases is as important as actually the hot meal. And you go around the route and you deliver to the 7 clients. We have some volunteers that deliver 1 day a week for us. We have other volunteers that deliver 2 or 3 days. It depends on what amount of time people have available in relation to their week, and we will work around their availability.
Very good. And do you think the volunteers enjoy the role?
Yes, I do, because I interact with them on an ongoing basis. So I'm always at the end of the phone if people have any questions on their route. And I always check in with them to see how they're getting on. And they really thoroughly enjoy it. And the reason I can say that is from talking to them, but also like we've volunteers that came through Monaghan Volunteer Centre during complete lockdown. And naturally, as the economy started opening, they returned to work. But on their days off, they're still volunteering with us. So that shows the enjoyment that they are getting out of it.
Absolutely. And I know one of the volunteers wrote a lovely little story about her experience of the Meals on Wheels volunteering and sent it to us, and we have it up on our website if anyone wants to have a read of Siobhan's story up there. Uh,
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. That's great.
so Regina, if somebody was interested in starting off with Meals on Wheels, what should they do? What's the application process?
Well, the application is that you kindly have it on registered as a volunteer opportunity. So the first thing is to register your expression of interest with yourselves
Mm-hmm.
in Monaghan Volunteer Centre. And then what happens is the expression of interest will come to me. And the first thing I will do is I will always talk to the person who is interested. Sometimes it depends on what level we're at in relation to COVID regulations, but that can be over the phone or it can be face to face, following all the public guidelines at that point in time. And that's really an opportunity for the volunteer to get to know more about what the volunteer role entails and ask any questions if they have, but also provides me with an opportunity to give details about the role as well. We also have Garda vetting in place because the people we do provide meals to, some are vulnerable. So we have Garda vetting in place. So in that initial first point of contact when we're talking about the service and people are saying, you know, Regina, I really think I'd like to get involved. Then we talk about Garda vetting and we ask the person then to fill in the expression of interest form as well.
Very good. So if somebody was thinking that they might like to do Meals on Wheels, but they're not 100% sure and they'd like to have a chat with you, that would be okay, wouldn't it?
Oh, certainly. I know, Sinead, you have my mobile and I can give it out, or people can contact me through our website. Definitely. If you're unsure, but there is that little niggle of interest, but you don't want to fully commit, having a phone call with me or even meet me does not sign you up for the role. You can come, find out more, express your interest. There's no commitment at that stage. And I'd love to have people ring me up and ask me about the service and what it entails and what the role entails.
That sounds brilliant, Regina, because I know we do sometimes hear from volunteers who are interested in a role, they want to find out more from the coordinator like yourself, but they're afraid of making a commitment. So it's lovely to have that option there where they can have a chat with no strings.
Definitely, definitely. And invite anybody that's interested to pick up the phone and give me a call and we'll have a chat and we can progress it from there, but we don't necessarily have to. It's the choice of the volunteer. And sometimes it's that contact, you know, you see a name and you're wondering, and then when you put maybe a face with a name or make that call and you get the information, it puts you in a better place to decide whether that's the role for you or not.
Excellent. Regina, thanks so much for telling us all about the Meals on Wheels service. It's really useful for the volunteers, I think, to put a face to the name and meet you online if they're thinking about volunteering.
That's
Um,
great.
all right, thanks a lot. Bye bye.